Hello, this is Type, and it is the third week of the third season of Fela, and obviously I am the coach of Helsinki High Jump Kicks, and this week we are going to face East, who is the coach of Alabama Alakazams, one of three of our AA teams, and that's even excluding our last week opponent, the A team. Uh, as you know, Leafy, she's not an anonym alcoholic here. She's just an alcoholic. You know, that was a bad joke, but you know, sometimes you just got to have some bad jokes, I suppose. Now, uh, the battle East team is here, as you can see. It has Mega Charizard X, Slowbro, Amoonguss, Crocodile, Raikou, Hitmontop, Durant, Mismagius, Cryogonal, Explode, Floetti, Eternal, which is allowed in this league because this is a showdown only league, so there's really no reason why it could not be allowed. So, and then there's Masquerain. So I have. Here my team: Tornadus, T, Infernape, Mesprit, Whimsicott, Empoleon, Latias, Mega Diancie, Golurk, Virizion, Liepard, Rotom Frost, and Garbodor. And now, let's look at his team once more. So, obviously Megazord X is a huge threat. Slowbro, Amoonguss, that annoying Regenerator Core. Crocodile, I have two mons that resist its dual stab. And otherwise also counter it very nicely. Raikou, of course, outspeeds everything from my team except that. Tornadus, so Raikou can be a problem. Hitmontop, not a huge deal, I think. Durant can be annoying. Mismagius, I guess. Cryogonal, don't expect to see that coming, even though it kinda checks nicely my spin blocker, so maybe. Explode, it's hard on special side, could see coming. Floaty, Eternal, I don't know. And Masquerain, I mean, it gets webs basically, so I'm prepared for that. But to my team, so as you can see, I'm bringing Ladias, I'm bringing Golurk, I'm bringing Mesprit and Whimsicott, and Diancie and Infernape. And by the way, some of the nicknames I forgot to explain them last week. So, well, first of all, Ladias, who is making the first appearance this week. Daenerys, I wanted to give her a dragon name, so Daenerys is best I could come up with, like, that actually suits a female dragon, which is pink. I mean red. So I don't know its best name out there, but that's what we are gonna go with. Golurk, named Hummingbird. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Golurk can fly, Hummingbird can fly. So obviously I will name my Golurk Hummingbird. So next we've got Mesprit, Holy Pink, same name as last season, and that's it. I think we had something else last week too, but I don't remember what it was. I don't even know if we had. I don't know. But anyway, the sets. So I'm coming with a bulky. I'm going to bring a bulky Infernape with Taunt, Stealth Rock, Fire Blast, and Toxic. Taunt to prevent Masquerain from setting off webs, and Zardex setting up Dragon Dances. Possibly Amoonguss setting up Spores, and so on. Fire Blast there to mainly do damage to Amoonguss if I need to, and Durant, and it's a damaging move. It actually has pretty nice pretty nice coverage against his team, barring Zardex and Slowbro. And I have Toxic. I want to hit that Slowbro with Toxic, so it's a lot easier to deal with. Um, Also, like my idea with this team is that I don't have specific check for Megazard, so I actually have all of my monsters except for the Ladias can stop it or prevent it from setting up or sweeping, which is kind of funny. But you'll see my Ladias set later. It's pretty cool. Mega Diancie. Actually, this was just a mon that I felt that I didn't really need anything specific, so I brought Diancie because it has nice matchup, like and it gets heal bell, which I thought was very important, especially for Maladias. I felt that heal bell is very important to have in the back, and Diamond Storm, Moonblast, speed for Durant, by the way, and Infernape has speed for Raikou. No Raikou, but I believe Miss Magius actually, and this Crocodile as well. At least Miss Magius, yeah. And yeah, I'm physically offensive actually, so Diamond Storm will do as much as possible. And then there's Moonblast for coverage as well. It like he really doesn't have anything that can take this stab, do a stab very well. But really, Mega Diancie, it's not my main sweeper really. It's just in the back here, just in case, and also if I need that heal bell. Next up, I have Life Orb Whimsicott with U-turn, Encore, Moonblast, and Giga Drain. I really would like to have HP Fire in case he brings Durant, but I feel I want to have some U-turn in this team. I have Encore so that if Zardex comes in, I can click Encore. Like I'm gonna let him hit me with Flebits if he so decides. If Zardex comes in front of me, I'm gonna click Moonblast and then Anchor if he goes for D-Dance. That's my plan. Giga Drain for Slowbro, for dust damage to Crocodile, and also can kind of give me some recovery, especially with that life orb draining my health. So yeah. And then there's Mesprit. Really, this one also was something that I just wanted to bring to kinda cover my weak spots. I was bringing Virizion originally, but really Virizion has great matchup, but it can't really set up against anything except Crocodile. And East may not bring Crocodile at all, so there's that. I have Psychic, HP Fire, Thunderbolt, T-Wave, Psychic can hit Mungus. I really wanted a switching for a Mungus. HP Fire for Durant, Thunderbolt for Slowbro, and T-Wave mainly to set up Zardex from setting up, really. Tankaberry there in case he brings the Durant, so I can take a hit and just revenge kill with HP Fire. Max HP, max special attack, modest. I don't really need any speed, I don't think. Like, I want to be bulkier. I especially want to be able to hit hard at Among Us, and have a coverage move for that Durant as well. So, yeah. Now that I'm thinking, I'm just wondering if Eternal Floaty actually might be a bit of a threat to this team. Sorry. But I guess Mega Diancie checks it, I believe. Actually, yeah, I don't think offensive Floaty Eternal actually has a good chance of taking Diamond Storms. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Next, my Hummingbird. AV, Max Attack, Max Special Defense, Dynamic Punch, Heavy Slam, Shadow Punch, and Earthquake. And uh, you know, Hummingbird's job is to just take on those specially offensive threats. Well, Floedy, for example, mainly Raikou, mainly Raikou and Explode really. I have Dynamic Punch for Explode, I have Earthquake for Raikou, Heavy Slam for Floedy, I have Shadow Punch for Slowbro, though it won't do very much. But I really hope I'm not putting too much responsibilities on my Golak, because I feel that if he's gonna bring a lot of special offense, I may be in a bit of trouble. But really, it's very important that I can take care of Earthquake. I mean, take care of Raikou with his Golak and Explode if he brings him. And this set actually can take it pretty nicely, which is cool. And last is my favorite set, Bloodiest with this kind of spread I didn't even remember, and Psychic T-Bolt, Recover, and Reflect type. As you can see, I cannot take Zardex on with this set at all, but the good thing is that he doesn't know that until he sees my entire set. So what this set is supposed to do then? Well, it's supposed to check his dual regenerator core. It can also probably check Raikou and Durant. And what it can do is it can just reflect type against them. Let's say against Amoonguss. Amoonguss can't spore me when I reflect type. It can't toxic me. I can hit psychics to it. I believe I have enough special attack to hit KO the standard Amoonguss set with psychics, and then just rest in special defense. I have Recover and Life Orb, and T-Bolt there obviously for that Slowbro. I can also reflect type against that Slowbro if he's bringing ice coverage. For it, it won't do anything to me. If he brings ghost coverage, that will suck. Tom on our prep battle did bring Shadow Ball, Slowbro, but honestly, he could bring either Ice Beam or Shadow Ball. Like there are good reasons to bring either of those. So I don't know, but hopefully this will be able to take on both Slowbro and Amoonguss, and of course Slowbro may burn me, may toxic me, may T-Wave me, so that's why I have my Diancie in the back so that I can heal Bell and get rid of the status. But yeah, this is my team, so my plan is to kinda get rid of the dual regenerator core and with Hummingbird to get rid of his special offensive threats, and then just in the late game try to clean up with either Whimsicott or Diancie. Nice thing about his team is that he doesn't have any huge steel type walls, so Whimsicott and Diancie will be doing a lot of work after the Amoonguss is gone. But yeah, that's all for this team. Next, it's time for the battle. Okay, so here's the battle, and by the way, I realized I forgot to say about East's record, which is he actually got a 5-0 victory in the first round, and then 5-0 lost in the second round. So it's been a little up and down for him, but as you can see, he brings Crocodile, Charizard, Slowbro, Mismagius, Cryogonal, and Raikou. So we can immediately see that there is no Amoonguss, which is nice, and there is Crocodile, which is also nice, because honestly I don't find it that big of a threat. And there is no Durant, which is also nice. And and I lead off with Whimsicott, as he leads off with Cryogonal. I lead with Whimsicott because I can see that it has a very nice matchup. Basically against anything in his team. I can bring in my Mesprit, which actually my yeah, of course my Infernape, which I feel is my is a very good check to this mon. I can set up procs and just see what he does. As in comes the Miss Mages, and the way he brings it in makes me feel that it's probably some kind of a set up Miss Mages. So I actually go for Taunt just in case. Also, I'm not very afraid of any coverage he has, so I can go for Taunt, and as he goes for Toxic though, so that works out perfectly for me. And I go for Toxic myself after that, as he reveals Dazzling Gleam, which does not do much. And now I believe I'm just gonna do some damage fire off a Fire Blast and do a nice chunk of damage as he fires up another Dazzling Gleam. And if I remember correctly, he will just let the Miss Magius die, as I luckily hit my my next Fire Blast. In comes Slowbro. Now I don't make the best play here. I have the Toxic for Slowbro, so I go for that, but of course he has a Spinner, which really my spin blocker doesn't appreciate, being weak to its stab. And also I think the rocks are very important to pressure that Zard, but I Toxic anyway, and as Slowbro set up Calm Mind, and I go for Scald. And now what I do is I go for Whimsicott. That's the wrong play to make. I should have gone to Ladias and just set up that Reflect type, but I don't do that. Instead I do a lot of damage to Slowbro, and as he kills Whimsicott, which is unfortunate because now Crocodile is much bigger of a threat. And but yeah, I can just bring in my Ladias on that Slowbro and finish it off with Thunderbolt. In comes a Cryogonal, and once again I should have clicked Reflect type, but I made the calc and this Psychic should have KO'd, but it seems that the Cryogonal was a Salt Vest. He goes for Icy Wind, and right now I make a play. I make a double into my Golurk, expecting the Rapid Spin because I realize how important the rocks are for me, and also expecting him to realize that. And I make a double back into my Diancie, expecting an Ice Beam, getting that right and being able to protect, and after that outspeed the Cryogonal, which means that the rocks are there to stay, which is amazing. And I can just fire off a Moonblast, kill the Cryogonal off. And next in comes the Crocodile, and this is a problem because I don't know if he is Joy Scarf. But I go for Protect to Scout, and at this point I'm pretty sure he's probably Joy Scarf, because really he wouldn't have brought it in front of my Diancie unless he was going to bluff it, as we both make a switch. He goes into Raikou, I go into my Mesprit, and Mesprit to kind of dodge an EQ, so it was a very nice play from him. He starts setting up Calm Minds, I get very scared, but the thing that is that I get to plop the balloon, and I can bring in my Golurk, and even after +2 I'm easily able to take an HP ice. Like even if it critted, I would have lived, and I can revenge kill the Raikou. I mean, it's not even a revenge kill; it's just kill. And even Shadow Ball would have not been a KO. So I'm really glad about my prep here. As in comes the Crocodile, I can just let him finish me off, see what he locks himself into, and from here on I can just bring in my Diancie. There's no way it doesn't leave a +2 knockoff from a Crocodile. Um, Crit might have just barely killed me, but I think it was in my favor still. And I get to finish off the Crocodile. In comes the Megazard, and I make my calcs after Mega Evolving. Even though I have no special attack investment, Moonblast will KO from this range. And the crits didn't matter at all. So yeah, I win the game 3-0, and I definitely made some bad plays there, but most disappointed I am about the fact that I didn't get to show off my Ladia set, even though I definitely should have, because there was like a couple of different points where going into Ladias probably was my best play, and really the Cryogonal, like Cryogonal managed to put so much pressure on me, and I really had to make some ballsy plays to play around it, and I'm glad I managed to do that, because at some point I really was afraid that I might lose this game, but at the same time my prep really managed to like keep myself alive, so to speak, I guess. Like that Raikou, even though it got to +2, my Golok was fat enough to be able to just take it on. But yeah, this was all for this week. Next time, there's been like, I don't know when the next battle is gonna be, but it's gonna be against Frankie, and I will say that you should be looking forward to that battle. You definitely should. But as I said, all for this time. This is Type signing out. Bye.